fuckers, it's another day at the Daily BM where we like to swing. And when we mean swing, we mean swing into your ears with this beautiful melody to start your evening or day, whatever time you're listening to us. So welcome to Swingers Part 2. And I am your host, Brad, with my co-hosts, Mikey and Erica. So make sure you strap in or put a strap on and be ready for this show. Eric, what's going on, brother?
I don't know. My name's Erica, apparently. So I went from co-host to no-show to 2D to Erica, all within the matter of 2 months.
Well, it just is what it is.
Because you guys are ball busters. Everybody, I got to tell you, though, I'm very excited about Part 2 with the Swingers, right? So we don't have Grant here, but our great friend Beth is here. Beth, how are you today?
So it sounds like a foursome.
Hello, I'm great. How's everybody?
We're great. We're ready to make you airtight.
Wait, what?
Kind of
airtight.
I'm kind of aggravated. I'm having another morning.
I think you pay 3 times the money for airtight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus. I don't even know what that means.
So where's your partner today, Beth?
Oh, he had to work.
Oh, okay. That's all 3 holes, by the way, boys. All 3 holes. Just to let you know.
Now he understood where I was going with that.
It took me a second.
Sometimes you pay big money for that kind of action, you know?
Not this guy.
So she sends Grant off. She sends Grant off to make the money. I like it.
Yes.
It's a great woman right there. She knows what she's doing.
100%.
So, Beth, let me ask you this. We're going to just go right into it. Might as well. So, how was your weekend? Tell me about it.
It was good.
What did it entail?
Well, Grant and I had swinger friends over. The friends from Eyes Wide Shut that I was like, ooh, I want that one.
Oh, nice.
She said I could say her name. I did talk to her. So her name's Nicole.
She's hot
Nicole,
too.
She is. She's
just
hot. Amazing.
Wait, how do you know, Eric?
Because I have seen a picture of her. Not a naked picture or anything, just a picture of her. She's gorgeous. Body karate hot.
Yes.
Body karate hot.
Mm-hmm. You've never heard that saying before?
No. Swear to God, I needed a decoder ring.
I bought you one off of Amazon, Mike, actually. It was $11. I was like, I got to get it for him. No, body
the movie
karate
references that you have are just so obscure, and there's so many. Like, I just can't keep up.
I think the only person in the world that knows what I'm talking about is my buddy Charles when it comes to movie references and everything. But yeah, body karate is from the movie Pool Hall Junkies. And Charles swears that up and down that he's like, I invented that saying, body karate. We all thought it was cool. We were like, yo, that's the balls, man. Ha ha. And then we watched Pool Hall Junkies together again. And we realized, oh, you stole it. You motherfucker. Body karate.
Is that like that Tom Cruise movie? Like, what is it called? The Color of Money?
I don't think I've ever even.
What is okay? So what does body karate mean? I don't even know. Like, so airtight. I'm writing notes because I got to take notes for this.
Take notes. I'm telling you, airtight means all 3 holes are filled.
I know that. Yeah, we already covered that. Thank you. Thank you for going back in time.
I just want to reiterate it. I just had to reiterate it. Body karate is when a chick has body karate, like her body's in shape. She's
to do
ass
karate.
kicking. She's kicking ass in the body and in the face. Like she's smoking hot.
All right, I got you now. I got you.
Yeah,
okay,
a gem,
a
10.
Because when you say body karate, the only thing I can think about is Instagram. That poor girl that gets clobbered by that one guy. Like, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm sure everybody here's seen it, where they stand to fight, and the first thing he does is just like punch her in the face and then slam her to the ground. He's like, ah, and she's laying on the ground like destroyed.
It's horrible.
So yeah.
So continue. I want to know how the best weekend went.
Best weekend with Nicole, the one she had to have.
Yes. So
just another notch in her belt.
She just picked her up from the pound. That's the one I want.
Okay, guys, shut up. Let her talk.
All right. So yes, Nicole is dating a new guy. So Jake is her new guy that she brought over. We've met him before, so it was our second time being able to swing with him. Yes, that was fun. He's the one that we mentioned that has really big balls. I don't know if I think he mentioned on the show, but he has real big balls.
Like when
All
you're
I
saying
can think
big
of is that
balls,
AC/DC song. I've got big balls.
big balls.
She's got big balls.
You've got big balls.
But Jake's got the biggest balls of them all.
Biggest balls.
So it's not Jake from State Farm. It's Jake with the big balls.
Yeah.
So tell us about Jake's big balls.
Yes, please.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
Yes. So no, I mean they're just large. They're his
Like-
the proportion to his penis. Like you're kind of like whoa. Like not that it is a small penis, but his balls are like the first thing.
So are you saying like, okay, so large, are you talking about like in circumference or in distance they hang to the ground?
Good question.
Yes. I'm trying to visualize these balls.
Right.
Because at first I was picturing it like he had like two like
Of course
soft
you are.
balls.
Yeah, he's taking
Well,
notes.
I'm a very visual person, so I thought at first he had like softball sized balls, but as she's talking now, I'm picturing small balls in a large sack.
Okay.
Kind of like doggy style. She's getting hit in the face. Like it's a mugging. There's a mugging going on.
Oh gosh.
Like, get some tape. We need to block these things because people are getting hurt.
Tape him up in his taint.
Yeah.
No, they're big. They're big in circumference and they hang down low as well.
Oh, great. So now you're getting hit by softballs.
But they're not as big as softballs. It wouldn't
Okay.
it's that large.
Golf ball,
A little bigger
tennis
than that.
tennis
but
ball,
a little bigger than
racket
a golf ball.
racket ball.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yes, I would say racquetball.
Pickleball.
Okay, two racket balls. Mm-hmm. And we're talking like 6 or 7 inches off the body.
Yeah.
They hang that low,
Holy
6 inches down.
Well, I'm trying to picture 6 inches. No, I would say more like I would say
6 inches is like this. No, I'm just kidding.
Snip them
Like
right
that.
off.
That's 6 inches like that.
Yeah, that's in
I
a
don't
guy's
know.
mind.
Like,
6
what's the
inches is like
perspective
this.
here?
Thank you. That helps.
No.
So,
I
Beth,
don't know. Like 6 inches is like probably like this.
so did it hurt your chin?
No. Sure
No?
did.
Mike just
They
gets
were
the
velvety
look.
soft. It was like,
Oh, they were velvety soft. They weren't like
Now,
hard.
could you
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Sure,
could you
are.
feel like if he's hitting from behind, do you feel him like slapping up, smacking your clit and shit?
Stomach,
We haven't done
forehead.
We didn't do that position.
Oh,
But no, I mean, I definitely felt them banging, hitting on my butt no, it was more on my butt when we were having sex.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird.
So I have a question. So when the whole thing starts, right? When you get in do you move to the bedroom or does it happen out in the living room? I mean, is Eric like defined? Is he like restricted to his room during those times, or is he there? How's that happen?
They're never
We're
there.
at my boyfriend's house, so.
Oh, you went to their
Eric's not
house.
there. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Eric ruined it because he's creepy.
yeah, so yeah, he's there. He's trying to roll film. No,
Just,
I'm just
hey, are
kidding.
you guys hydrated? You need some water? Are you doing okay? You want something? Hey, you guys doing okay?
You need to be tagged in or tagged out.
Did everybody stretch out? Did everybody stretch out?
He's walking around like a butler,
emergencies.
taking orders for drinks.
You guys
drink
are
orders.
assholes, man.
We have
But no,
emergency
no,
exits
but
on this side of the house in case of fire.
The emergency flotation device will happen. But no, seriously. So does it start like in like you said? Does it start like in a living room and then move to a bedroom, or I mean, like, or is it like stay in one area? Do you like start in one area and finish there, or do you like bounce around? No pun intended.
Right?
You make it sound so awkward, Brad.
Typically, it starts
I have a cold.
wherever we are and then moves to the bedroom. So I would say it might bounce around a little bit, but
Okay.
So who makes the first move typically? I mean, it's not okay. So this is because I'm thinking that it's not like, is it everybody knows it's going to happen and it's just, a given, or is there still that sense that, oh, it's going to kind of happen, it may not happen type situation? Like when you're going on a date with somebody new and you have that excitement because you don't know, like it's still up in the air, like it could go either way, or is this kind of like
prearranged,
prearranged
No.
marriage? Oh, okay.
We talked about how like there's no expectations. If it happens,
Okay.
it happens kind of a thing. So you kind of don't know, like it's available and everyone's open for it, but
Gotcha.
you still are like, well, when do we start that? So typically, I would say Grant will kind of nudge me, like, come on, baby, let's join.
Like push you in, like push
you
off the cliff.
Well,
Let's
this
combine.
past
You're like,
weekend,
oh,
Get up there and be somebody.
yes.
this past weekend, Nicole went to the bedroom and with Jake to get a massage, and we just kind of fouled.
Okay,
So
got you.
that's how that started.
So
for
it's
us.
kind of like one of those like,
Yeah.
no, we're going to the bedroom to give each other massages.
Wink, wink.
Wink,
Yeah.
Just so you
they're
know,
like-
he's winking his eye.
Okay. Oh wow,
Swinging
look
her
at you
brown
guys
eye,
giving each other
yeah.
massages naked. This is amazing. Mind if we join? Yeah, sure. Come on.
Yes.
So it literally is exactly like the movies.
Yeah.
Wow, strange to meet you here. We had the same idea.
Looks like you could use an extra hand.
So do
Yeah.
you guys role play before like the build up, or is it just like straight up? Hey, let's just go at it. I'm just curious.
Well, I would say we probably not role play. I'd say we straight up go at it. I mean, Nicole wanted a massage, so we all just kind of started joining in with massaging her naked
gotcha.
body, and then it, went from there.
So do you ever have role play or anything like that, or is it just all strictly down to business when you get there? Hey, we're gonna start massaging each other, have some drinks, yada yada yada.
No, they're just hanging out and chilling.
Yeah. No, one time with the first couple that we hooked up with, they ended up. I'm trying to remember. Actually, hold on. Us girls had talked ahead of time. Like we're like, oh, I brought toys. Well, what did you bring? Like, oh, maybe we could tie the guys up. Like, let's do something kind of fun and make this more, dominatrix kind of like we'll
Nice.
get dressed up and tie them up and then play and then swap. Like, like I'll start with mine and my boyfriend, and she'll start with her boyfriend, and then we swapped. It was fun.
All of us
Yeah,
got
sounds
quiet.
No, because you know what?
I'm almost finished. I'm almost finished over here.
Eric,
No,
keep
because
your
in my
hands where I
mind,
can see
what's
'em.
going through? You know, in my mind, what's going through my head, my ADD head. Literally, that Instagram video where it has the music. Oh my god, some of that show where it's like, and this is how I wound up in this situation. It shows the end of the clip. And it shows a guy, like one of the guys is like hogtied to the bed.
Oh, good grief.
And this is how I wound up in this situation. Then it fast rewinds back. But yeah, that's my ADD kicking
So
in.
when you said you do the dominatrix stuff, right? Is it the guys that do it, or you guys do it?
There's a lot of guys in that sentence. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Or do the guys do it, or do the ladies do it? Let me put it that way.
Ladies.
The ladies always are the dominating
The ladies
ones.
tie the guys up.
Ball
Typically.
gags?
Yes, we did have a ball gag, and we
Shut
had to
the
use
front
it.
door.
We had to use it on Grant.
You do a
Grant would
gimp?
not stop laughing and talking. Like when he would get smacked, he would start laughing.
I feel like
The fuck up. Ugh.
Yes.
Jesus.
So
Okay.
do you guys wear gimp
God,
suits
you
and
guys
shit
get
too?
serious too, man. There's like penalties for like fucking cutting up.
do you,
Well,
do you legitimately have a safe word?
Yes, we go with pineapple.
How do you say pineapple if your mouth's gagged? I'm just saying.
No, that's
Do you
tough.
do the shape? Is it like you make like you start trying to make a shape? And your hands are tied up. You're like, "Moo, moo." Sounds like he's having a good time. I don't think he's saying pineapple at all.
He's just saying apple. He's just saying apple. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Just keep going.
said grab
7
his
inches,
apple.
make it a
Grab
little
his apple.
longer.
Yeah. Let's go deep or go home.
So I have a couple questions for you, Beth. One, now, after you're done swinging for a weekend, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just you and your man. Is the sex still there? Like, does it seem as powerful? Or is it kind of like, yeah, well, I just need my fulfillment for the day, drop a load off and keep on going? Or is it still, hot and tempting?
Oh,
Because-
it's still really hot and tempting.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Describe
funny.
it.
After I see him having sex with somebody else, it makes me like want to conquer him again almost. Like I can't wait to have my pussy on him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're like the ultimate cuck. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, you can keep going.
Yeah, we're just listening.
She answered your question.
Yeah, keep your hands where I can see them, Mike and Eric, please.
Spirit fingers.
I'm up here for a reason. I'm up here for a reason. So what was your other question, Eric? Because I don't want to interrupt you. You said you had a second question.
You're fine. Actually, good grief almighty, I don't remember the second question.
he's all torn up on.
I'm a little.
I want to throw my pussy
inside.
on him.
You blew his mind. We said, "I want to get my pussy back on him." That was so powerful and so intense. He was like, "Oh my god, I don't know how to deal with this."
I'm so glad our folks don't listen to this show
because he was probably hoping. He was probably hoping that no, the sex is like mundane. Like we don't even have sex except for the weekends. Like there's nothing. This is it. It's like a dry spell, like Monday through Friday, and then Saturday is kind of crazy.
I have to ask a question to the fellas real quick. So when she's talking about this stuff, were you guys like visualizing other things?
No, we were just
like what?
I was paying attention to her.
Like yourself in those situations or anything like that? No, not like yard work, asshole. If you're thinking about yard work, you got to reevaluate your life.
No, I have I already said I have Instagram reels running through my head like as she's like talking like fucking stupid situations. But no, I'm not picturing myself in those situations. I know Brad is because he's a fucking pervert. He's like,
I was like going like this. Okay, so how would that work? You know,
So my balls go where?
Then I'm thinking, golly, man,
go where?
Like, golly, man, Jake's got these huge balls, man. Jesus Christ!
This episode is sponsored by nuts.
Put them in your mouth.
Put them in your mouth. I'll smack you in the chin.
You damn right, Beth. About. Like another chick involved in the situation where you guys are doing the group thing. Do you ever want to take just the chick to the side and just work on her?
Or does it always have to be the four of you and like everybody involved? Or you do one-on-one scenarios while the other two watch?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Correct.
No, not really. I love having a girl go down on me and stuff, and I like being played with, but I don't enjoy doing it as much myself. I've dabbled a little bit.
You're
a taker, not a giver. I see.
Yeah.
Selfish broad.
Selfish prick. What a selfish prick. So, all right. How does it feel?
It was fun doing it for going down on Nicole for the first time and tasting somebody else's pussy. Besides just my own from being on his cock.
Yeah, sucking it off and whatnot.
So, do you prefer a woman going down and doing oral, or the man? Do you feel like the woman knows the woman's body more, so she's actually a little bit more of an expert of knowing where to find, the spot, so to speak?
Yes. I think so. I do prefer Nicole over other people. There was like a few times like she was having sex with Grant and he was getting her from behind. And I'm like, I'm just gonna scooch over here and kind of just put my pussy right in front of her, see what happens.
So what was Jacob doing?
He was actually, I think, stroking himself, getting himself hard.
Oh, getting ready for the action.
Yeah, like he had just finished with Nicole, and we had like swapped as well.
So my next question is what advice would you give, since you say a woman, you prefer the woman to go down and give you oral? What advice would you give men to make them better at it who are listening?
Oh, that's a good question. For me. I like it to start off slow. Mm-hmm. I like for them to like lick and kiss all around and find the clit. And I would like for like real fast then once they find the clit, like a real fast flicking of the tongue and a lot of pressure, where I can really feel it. I definitely need clit stimulation to have an orgasm. So
most women do.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think, to be honest with you, I think it's different for different women. I think some women like it a little bit, faster or maybe in circular motions. I don't know. I only know what I like.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it complicated. It's not one size fits all.
Well, I guess this is going to be my second part of that question. So I guess basically what you're saying is to have communication with that person you're with. Like, like I prefer to be told, okay, right there. that's where I need you. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I'm saying? A little guidance. I feel like men sometimes have a problem with trying to be like superior and dominant, where they don't ask enough questions to the lady to say, hey, what does that feel good? Or, you know, tell me,
Right.
you know, if I'm moving off of it, bring my head back to it. You know what I mean?
Guide me.
So, guide
So
me.
here's-
I'm not a mind
here's-
reader.
Can I
And
interject
that's,
on
and
that?
that's what I had to
Sure.
do with Grant. I mean, when you first start out with somebody, when you start dating, you know, I think that's very important to communicate what you want from the get go. And he was very open to the guidance, like, hey, like, you know, like it's just same like what you just said, Brad. Like, hey, do you like this right here? Do you want me to go faster? Do you want it harder? You know, what do you want?
I think part of it though is that women are better at picking up on the subtleties, because a woman will tell you what she wants, but through body language.
Yes.
And I think men want to have the definitive conversation. Like, okay, I need a like hard yes or a hard no type guidance. Do you like that? Yeah, it's okay. But the problem is when you ask that question, it takes them out of the moment. Whereas they'll tell you by either moving closer or moving away, but it's the subtle shifts that makes the difference. I think.
Yeah.
Can you speak to that, Beth?
I would say so.
Like you knew if something was feeling good, you would move in the most minute way, but then Nicole would pick up on that.
Yeah.
And knew that that's where you're going. Whereas the guy's like stops and looks at you and says, hey, was I doing it wrong? Or like, what's going on here? And you're like, what the fuck? Like you just ruined it.
Well,
Right.
I think
Idiot. Now get back down there, damn it.
I think
damn
any
it.
guy that's as good at giving oral does look at the body language, because you can tell, because a girl will lift her hips, lift her
So we know
ass a little
Brad's
bit
bad
higher.
at giving it because he constantly has to ask questions. Oh,
No,
singer.
I know. I'm not speaking for
Damn it.
myself. I'm asking for our
21 and 50
listeners.
seconds. I haven't got a fuck you mic yet. God damn it. I thought that was
No,
going to do it right there.
I'm gonna leave you alone today. That'll come later.
Fuck off. That was a good one too. That wasn't low hanging fruit. Like that was a
I know.
big
It was-
setup.
I'll
That was a
give you-
6-minute setup to
All right,
dig
here
it, to
you
give
are.
a dig at Brad.
Fuck you,
Anyways, thank you.
I do want to let you guys know about
Yes.
a time that Nicole went down on me, and then I had fun with another girl, Jen. It was my birthday weekend. We got a place in Homosassa, and it was Grant and I and two other couples. And at the end of the night, I went, oh my gosh, I just came from both of the women. No men made me come tonight. The women did.
Oh
was
wow! Okay,
awesome.
you just blew my mind because the whole time I thought it was like foursomes, but you can do like orgies. Oh my god, I can't even talk. You can do orgy style as well. Like
He
you've
got
done
excited
that.
when he
Like,
found out there was more than one.
like I didn't know. I mean, that was just mind blowing. Like I didn't. My concept just didn't wrap. My little brain couldn't wrap around that. So you've actually had more than another couple, like multiple couples.
Right. Yes.
Oh, wow, so you guys just have like a regular fuck fest then. I mean, you guys are just going at it.
Holy shit! Okay, my mind just got blown.
So for this Homosassa weekend, we were in an Airbnb, and we're in a room that has two big beds in it, and Nicole ends up going down on me. I think she was. I think Grant might have been fucking her from behind, and.
Sorry. It just makes me laugh.
She ends up making me come from licking my pussy, and then I was like, Grant, we need to bust out the double-sided dildo we have not used yet.
Boom.
Bonus content.
And here we go.
That's a great idea, honey. Let me go get it.
Right? Exactly. That's exactly what he did. And Nicole was a little busy, so I decided to move over with Jen. And so she was all about it. We just laid down like scissor kind of style and had the dildo inserted in both of us.
And
It's
just
like
like that, the guys were replaced.
It's that easy.
All the guys
just
stayed
like-
on the sideline going, what
Hey,
the fuck?
Yep, they weren't on the sideline. They were on the bench, watching from the
Yeah.
bench.
Yeah.
Coach, put me in. No. You're good. Hold on.
You're good.
You just wait and watch.
They're like, no, just sit back.
Wow, that's pretty hot, though.
They got. So let me ask you.
So-
Go ahead, Beth. Sorry, I'll let you finish the story.
One other thing is, for that, I needed some clit stimulation. So I was using my vibrator as well. So I had
Oh, shit.
a vibrator on, and then the double-sided dildo inserted.
All the fucking power tools.
It was your birthday weekend, so they focused on you probably most of the time.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
they were very much like, what do you want, Beth? You know, and I'm like, ooh, I love this.
So I have to ask another double dildo question. So is it a monster dildo, like the big fucking ones, or is it like, just normal size? Like, which ones do you prefer?
No, well, this one is it's a double-sided to be able to have enough length for it to be pleasurable for both women. We decided to go like, I think it's like an 18-inch.
Jesus Christ. So you guys are taking 9 inches each, huh?
Yeah. Well,
No problem.
there's a little
Not really,
space.
because there's hands. Yeah.
There's a little space.
Okay. So what are they in girth?
Oh.
2.5
I don't
to
know.
2 3/4.
Yeah.
Eric like spits it out right away, like he knows this
2.5
already.
to 2 3/4.
I guess he's using double-sided dildos with people. I don't know.
Is that the diameter or is that the circumference?
Good grief.
Which way are you measuring, Eric?
It's 11 inches around. Think about it.
So seriously, Beth, what's the girth on those usually that you prefer? Like, is it like 3 inches, 5.5? I mean, what?
No.
Nah.
No, not 5.
Well, are we talking circumference or diameter? Because it makes a difference. Because it can be 6 inches around, which means it only has a 3-inch diameter.
I'm talking about girth, all like
All the way around. So 5 inches around would be 2.5 inches, and
That's a fucking tin can going up your ass. That's gross. I don't think anybody.
Well, some women prefer those big dicks. I don't know, or maybe it's and that's my
2.5
next
inches
question.
is not that. 2.5 inches is not.
So
really
is that
big.
like
No,
I know that they
5
do that in
inches.
porn for the reason, but I guess to be enjoyable for the woman. I mean, you always hear the women say they prefer girth over length, so that's why I was just curious.
So there's the tape measure. So from there to there is 2.5 inches.
So what size do you prefer? Do you like for girth? I mean, or
I don't have a particular size that I have in mind. I do enjoy
It just
girth.
feels good.
But I don't pull out the tape measure and go, oh, let me see, buddy, what do we got going on here?
So you just take it
That'd
and
make
say
it
fuck
real
it.
fucking awkward.
She's like this.
You must be this tall to enter the ride.
First time is
Just
going
told
great,
into the
Alex.
Yep, that counts me out.
And
counts
just,
me
and
out.
just
Set up
like
the tape
that,
measure.
it got sad and awkward. So was it a birthday weekend? Like was it one night situation, or was it a whole weekend thing? Like you
It was
guys
the
were
whole
together the whole
weekend.
weekend. Okay, so at any point, because you guys don't split off within your swinger circle, like it's not like you have to do it all together or not at all, or did
Yes.
some of the couples split off and occasionally?
No, typically we do it all together unless we've discussed, going off into another room. Like we always kind of say, hey, are you okay with that? Or somebody discusses it, like that we did that one night where the guys went, hey, the girls are in separate bedrooms. Let's switch bedrooms. They talked about each other ahead of time, but they surprised us.
I wanted to paint a scenario. So basically, let's say like Grant got up in the morning for breakfast and Janet got up at the same time, and all of a sudden they decided, hey, you know what, man, I'm gonna lean over this breakfast counter and let you put it in, and you guys walked in after. I mean, that's the kind of shit that's discussed ahead of time.
No, actually,
Or does that kind of shit not even happen?
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
She's
It's
asleep. How would she know? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's
Her or
not
the girl
funny.
on the counter.
Don't
I'm just
joke about
kidding.
that. No.
It typically happens with everybody around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, because I was wondering if it'd just be like, okay, like everybody was fair game all weekend, a type situation. That was my question. Or
That's
if
what
it was,
that's what I
Eric.
pictured.
yeah,
Like it's
I
like a
think
free for all.
that's
No matter
part
where
of
you
it.
are, you can just fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. It just depends on the mood or
Yeah.
what happens.
Could you
would
imagine
I-
being the Airbnb owner of that place and you had cameras in there? Oh my god, dude!
gosh.
You literally have like you're
You'd be
set
like
for
this.
fucking life,
You'd
dude.
be like this. I'm rich, bitch.
You're going like this. They're like counting your money. I can't wait to put this on my website.
He'd be like this. Like this
I love
is
the
him.
fact that
This
you
is
brought
him.
that up.
Sitting there the next day, he's watching his camera.
Jesus shit.
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm telling you, have you guys ever thought about
And then he'd be like, "This would be
starting
this would be
your
lube."
an Only page? fans only page. Have you thought about that?
OnlyFans, you mean?
Yeah, OnlyFans, whatever it's called. That's what I said. OnlyFans page.
I thought you said fans only, but whatever.
He did.
First time I did say fans only.
Okay, all right, but go ahead. So
let it go.
Go ahead, Beth.
Have you ever thought about monetizing this and becoming like, porn stars?
You know what? Grant has brought up the OnlyFans before, but I don't know. I just haven't dabbled into it or haven't looked at it.
I mean, there's a lot of girls that just like do lingerie. They're not even having sex, and they make a fucking killing on that damn thing. So, I mean, I can imagine if like you two were like, wearing masks, like masquerade masks, even if you didn't want to have your face on there, how much money you guys would make. Cause I guess they pay you like, that's why you always hear like on the porn flicks that I watch, you hear the ding, 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 people dropping money in
the background.
People dropping money in the freaking, in the bucket, so to speak. So would it be something you guys would consider?
Yeah, I would consider it.
Yeah, because I mean, you can make an extra, $4,000 to $5,000 a month, easy at the very least. And then when you have your swinger friends in, especially Nicole, good grief.
Can I interject on that?
Way more.
Can I interject on that real quick? What is that? I guess you'd have to be comfortable with like everyone in your circle knowing, like all your friends and family and kind of strangers, so to speak. Does that come into play in your mind? Because I know you even come in on our podcast, like you're putting yourself out there for exposure, which I don't think is as bad today as it was, say, 20, 30 years ago, as far as the way that people judge. And they're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I think the world's a lot more relaxed and chill for the most part. I mean, I'm sure that you probably have friends that you're no longer friends with because of it. Is that true or false? Or
no,
I had that.
I don't have. I have very laid back, cool friends, so they're accept it, And I've been open with. I'm open with my friends. I definitely have not talked to my parents about it.
Oh, that's your sex life. I don't want to discuss my sex life with my parents. What sex life, Eric? Come on.
Well, but I feel like in order to be kind of successful, at some point that would come out on OnlyFans, because you really have to market yourself in order to attract people to buy.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like it's not something that you can do without marketing it. Like you can't have a secret OnlyFans page because you won't make any money at it at that point. Because it'd only be like few people that you tell, and they're not, obviously probably not going to pay because that'd just be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it comes into a big time social media game when it's like, okay, your folks have Facebook, but they don't have Twitter. And that's when you hop on the Twitter machine and promote it. So there's many ways around it when it has to deal with the family and stuff.
How do you think your parents would feel about it? Sorry. How do you think your parents would feel about it? Like, since you haven't had a conversation on that.
I think that, they're pretty open as well. I think they would be accepting, but I think they would just be, concerned about life as far as being healthy and making sure, nothing happens as far as getting an STD. I think that would be the only concern because they're logical people.
As a dad of a daughter, I would kind of be like, la 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 la. I don't want to hear. Just don't tell me. I'm just going to live in my shell. Like I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah,
I feel like that. I know my daughter's mom would be the exact opposite. She'd be like, tell me everything about it. Are you being safe? Are you being this? Are you being that? But I would just kind of be like, yeah, you do you.
You're right.
My perfect little angel.
I feel like it would be harder for a woman to go in front of her parents versus a male to go in front of his dad. You know what I mean? Like for instance, if I was a teenager and I went to my dad and said, "Hey, I'm going to go into porn. I've been doing it for like the last 2 years. I just didn't tell you. You know what I mean? I'm from 18 to 20, blah 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 blah." And then of course, your daughter walks in the room and says the same thing. It's almost like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I hate to say that, but I mean, that's just the reality of it. I believe would happen.
Right. Possibly.
Yeah.
I could tell you exactly how the conversation would go with my dad. He'd be like, son, your dick's too small, you're too fat, and you're ugly.
Oh my God.
You're not going to make any money. This is horrible an idea. Terrible idea.
I made $15,000 last month, Dad. Well, son, you know what? You're not that fat.
Actually, let me back that up.
Actually,
let me back that up. The first thing he would say, the very first thing he'd be like, so you're doing gay porn? That'd be the first thing, because if you fucking ribbon me at first, and then he'd be like, "No, that's Mike would be bad idea."
Why? Yes. Why?
So what? So which camera are you gonna hold? Like that'd be that kind of fucking question. You know what I mean? Like,
you're the fluffer for the mail.
Are you getting coffee? Like, what's going to be your role in this porn industry business? Because obviously you're not going to be on camera. Anyways, segue. All right, so we've talked about your exciting weekend. That there's multiple couples. Is there anything? I guess one of the things I started touching on in the last episode, is how you got into the lifestyle.
Right.
And Grant had mentioned in that previous conversation that there was pitfalls about getting the lifestyle, like such as online. Could you expunge on that, or should we wait till Grant's back for the next episode?
Oh no, I can explain a little further on that. Okay. It's just been hard trying to find, as far as online goes, trying to find a good website. We've tried BuyCupid. I'm trying to think. I think we've also just done Bumble just to do it regular.
What makes it hard? Like what's challenging about it?
People don't respond back, or they're not really people. Like get
bots.
Yeah. But a lot of it is with BuyCupid, the thing that was not user friendly was that you couldn't narrow it down, like your search to like a smaller radius. Like it was like showing first, your two options were all over the world or in the United States. It was, I was like,
so too far away.
Ridiculous.
So do you guys do like a couple profile when you're doing that? The two of you together in one profile? Okay. That was going to be my question.
Yeah. The one that we've heard about that our friend Nicole has had luck with was called Field. And that one, we haven't tried that yet, but that one has worked well for her. There was another one, I think that's called, let me look at my phone. It's something with like three, like, I don't know if it's like a three-way or what, something with three in it. But again, a lot of them are, it's hard to find people that are close by. And then, and then the people that you want, that you're attracted to, you know, and then also it's just like most apps, you have to pay for it. And now you've just paid 3 months and you got nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
I think that the being attracted to somebody would be the most difficult part for me at least. I mean, seriously, if you're not attracted, they might be all in, but if you're not attracted to them, it's like,
I can see where you would struggle with that, Eric.
Shut up.
All the people are like, no, we're good. Pass, swipe right.
No, if we open the window, he'll fly away. Yeah, no, we're good.
Is it swipe left to accept or swipe right? I don't remember.
Swipe right.
Is it swipe right to accept? So they'd be swiping left. It's the Eric.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Eric's not a bad looking guy, and him being skinny is actually a plus.
Watch out, Eric. I'm telling you, that's how you got me.
I think I'm going to defend my boy Eric here, because I think girls would rather have a skinny guy than a fat guy. Because with a skinny guy, they can put on some muscle, like he's still. You put Eric in a suit, he's going to look sharp, especially in pictures because he's skinny.
You put us in a suit, we're going to look like we're at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
You know, you're
put you in a suit. You put Brad in a suit, he's going to look like the penguin out of Batman.
Out of Batman.
I've always been thin, but not this thin. I mean, I'm gaining weight slowly but surely. But I appreciate the compliment. Yes, and I feel I'm having a great hair day too, by the way.
Look, you two guys can get together after the show and you do tummy sticks. I mean, we're talking to Beth here.
Me and you, buddy.
I hope you have enough length to overcome my girth.
18.5 inches.
Just kidding.
Thanks for letting us borrow.
So that's where all your blood goes.
Just smack me around with your long dangly balls. So was that weird? Like did you was it just an after the fact moment, or was it like oh my, like during the situation? Like
no, it was definitely an oh my
during the situation. Was it? Were you visibly stunned? Were you like whoa?
Yes. It was like, whoa.
So what was his response to that? I just need to know. Like, it's a situational stuff.
He was
It's
like,
interesting.
he was kind of more like, yeah, I know they're big.
Yeah.
Like I'm used to that reaction.
You want to see this cool track? It's like a double bladed helicopter. Whee!
So inquiring minds want to know: were you able to get both of those in your mouth?
No.
No, they stayed away from him. It was like, dangerous.
And I take it you didn't let him teabag either because you would have two black eyes.
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
I feel like that's almost a liability having balls that long, because I know that like mine are average. I would say I haven't seen a lot of balls in my life, but I'm assuming.
Sure.
And every once in a while, like I'll sit just right on a hard chair and catch them. Like every once in the blue moon. I couldn't imagine they were like dangling, like, you know, when you sit down, they're like completely hanging like through your thighs, and you just sit down, and you're like sitting on balls. Like I couldn't imagine that. That just seems like a hazard.
I've sat on my balls a lot.
I think every guy's done it at one point.
But they're not like
guy's
6 inches down.
Yeah,
Like,
I couldn't imagine 6 inches down.
I know, right?
I just can't believe this guy has racket ball sized balls, dude. I mean, I'm almost like curious. Like,
he's literally
what the fuck those look like.
I know.
I mean, it's just like
I like
He's literally got to
boxer.
wear like some type of spandex underwear just to keep his balls tucked. So when if he has to run, he's not like fucking taking himself out.
So Beth, was he a big dude or was he kind of like a small guy too? I mean, that all depends
he's huge.
too.
He's like 6'7".
Oh shit!
Well,
he had those big of nuts.
6'7", and then he's
This just got way worse.
Wait,
he's
6'7"?
he's built.
What are we talking about?
So he's
poundage
ripped.
Wise?
We're talking about Jake with the big balls. He's 6'7". He's tall.
Jesus
Guys.
Christ. So 6'7", that means his waist has got to be around the 38-inch, 39-inch mark off the ground. So he's literally slapping Brad in the face with his ball sack.
How much do you weigh?
You act like that's a bad thing. Wait, what?
What do you think she makes him do? Get on a scale when they show up? Okay, here you weigh in for the main event. Anyway, yeah.
He didn't
he's
make-
built,
he didn't
so
make weight.
He's probably,
He had to
he's
get-
probably like 245, 250 if he's built at that height.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not good with that kind
Maybe
of stuff.
265. He'd have to be.
Maybe.
Is he
Muscle
6-pack
mass
ab
built.
guy, or is he? I got a little belly guy, but my arms are fucking huge guy.
No, he's not 6-pack. I would say I got a tiny belly, but not really. He's just, he's just not chiseled.
But a bouncer
Gotcha.
at a nightclub in Ybor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Good grief.
Yeah.
No way. Good for him, though. Seriously, I mean, no wonder he has fucking 6-inch hanging nuts.
Just like that, he just shrugs it off like, yeah, I know. Didn't ruin the night. Like, yeah, I know. Surprise. Surprise, motherfucker. You bring the tea, I'll bring the bags. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I think we're getting into that time mark where we're going to definitely have to have you guys come back. Definitely want to have Grant come back because I had a couple questions specifically for him that I wanted to ask. And we appreciate you being on. Brad,
So for part menage a trois, we'll have you back on for the third and final,
Yay.
with you and Grant
Well, not
together.
the final. Now we know that it extends past like threesomes and foursomes. It's sixsomes, eightsomes.
I know. Now we can have
the
the gangbang show
Yeah.
and bring them back.
No
I mean,
kidding.
it's like Jesus.
we can literally have like the Brady Bunch. It could be
Because
like
we didn't
everybody
even,
on.
Gangbang?
we didn't even talk about the gangbang. So yeah, we can talk about that in the third segment too. So everybody, make sure you tune in for that. That'll be part deux. Oh wait, this is part deux, so that'll be part tres. So just come on to the show. You pay attention to the shows and check us out. You can find us on the Tiki Talk and on the Tweet Machine at _the Daily BM. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at the Daily BM. You can also go to our website, thedailybm.com. Don't forget, we are also on YouTube, so you can see our ugly mugs. Just go subscribe, please. That helps us out. And also subscribe on Apple Podcast. Mikey, got anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, remember, tell Eric C. He's cute. What's your Twitter handle there, Colin?
Yeah, what's your Twitter handle?
At Eric C 1025.
Yeah, he's the only single one of the bunch.
Remember, tell him he's a good looking guy because Brad puts him down all the time.
Yeah, well, he's
I
better,
appreciate
anybody's
that.
better looking than me.
He's
Hey,
constantly ripping on him.
Better looking than those. What are you guys talking about? You
yeah,
guys are
exactly.
jerks.
Hey, Beth,
It's
thank you
simple
again.
to
We'll
see.
see you guys. We'll see you and Grant together on the next part. Guys, have a great
All right,
day
thanks.
or great evening, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Guys, we're out of here.
Have a good one.
Doses.